Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 23rd of July 2024. Now today is an iconic day guys because the spot Ethereum trading goes live and it's going to be really interesting to see how the price of Ethereum reacts. And what I genuinely feel guys, because the price of Ethereum is increasing, it would eventually pull the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies further as well. So it's going to be really interesting to see guys how the market reacts. Now in today's episode guys, I'm going to be talking about a really interesting partnership, and that is between Animoca Brands and Ton blockchain. Now look guys, since the last month or so, Ton blockchain has been making quite a lot of partnership, isn't it? So it is definitely positive news I guess. So in today's episode, I'll definitely go ahead and give out more information. Now I do have to touch base on a really interesting news guys, and that is to do with Tornado Cash. Now at this point of time guys, you should have known that the developers of Tornado Cash, they were being sanctioned by the US Department of Justice, and the developers are currently facing jail time right now. But so far as Tornado Cash is concerned, in 2024 alone, there have been transactions worth over $2 billion that has gone through the mixing service. So I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now look guys, so far as US politics is concerned, like it or not, politics or politicians definitely have a very strong impact in the cryptocurrency world, isn't it? And what happened over the weekend guys, Joe Biden decided to drop down and he has chosen his vice president as a nominee, that is Kamala Horris. But the cryptocurrency world is absolutely wild, isn't it? And they have gone ahead and launched a meme coin for Kamala, and that meme coin is called as Kamala Horris. Now what has happened guys, because of this news, the Solana based meme coin that is Kamala token, it has pumped up and it has overtaken the Biden meme coin as well. So we'll definitely go and touch base on this. But look guys, so far as meme coin is concerned, the Trump-led meme coin is still miles ahead. So I'll definitely go and touch base on this news. Now look guys, in the world of Twitter, there is quite a lot of information regarding cryptocurrency and blockchain, isn't it? Now whether you like Elon Musk or not, he's probably the most influential person in the world. Now if you actually go to his Twitter profile guys, he's actually changed his profile and there is a laser eye attached to it. Now look guys, what does this laser eye mean? It just means one thing, that he's definitely a massive advocate of Bitcoin. Now there are rumors speculating that he might be one of the speakers at the Bitcoin 2024 conference in Nashville. So it's going to be really interesting to see guys if that is the reason why he's gone ahead and updated his profile. Now whether he's going to be a speaker or not, I'd really urge you guys to go ahead and check Bitcoin 2024 conference in Nashville. It has a phenomenal set of speakers and the event is headlined by none other than President Donald Trump. Now look guys, because of this event, I'm pretty much sure the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will be pumping up as well. So definitely keep an eye on that date. Now like we do in every Crypto and Coffee at 8 podcast, we're going to be looking at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news guys is a massive one. And it looks like this news is surrounding central bank digital currency. Now what has happened is that the United Arab Emirates and Seychelles, they have signed a memorandum of understanding and they want to promote the use of local currencies, interlinked payment and messaging systems. So I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now the second news guys has to do with an accelerator, and Boba Network, they are partnered with Brink and they are launching Boba Liftoff Accelerator, and they want to go ahead and boost Web3 startups, and they have over $1 million in grants. So I'll definitely go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now look guys, if you're a startup, you definitely want to go ahead and check this news out, isn't it? Now in the show notes below there will be relevant links as well, so please feel free to go ahead and check it out. So quite a lot to cover guys in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media guys is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing guys, they also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community.
And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing, and hosting training workshops, seminars, and community events that educate, inform, and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing. Go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform and search for Rise in the Obstacle Course Race podcast. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below.
Now, guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, if you look at the global cryptocurrency market, guys, since the last 24 hours, it is marginally pumped up and it is at $2.47 trillion. Now, if you look at the global cryptocurrency market volume, it is very close to crossing the $100 billion mark. It is at $94.02 billion. And since the last 24 hours, guys, it is up by 73.77%. Now, what I'm really liking, guys, since the last 24 hours, probably for the very first time in almost 2 years, the volume of DeFi has crossed the $8 billion mark. And as of today, 23rd of July, it is at $8.01 billion. And what is great is that DeFi is accounting for a higher percentage of 8.52% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now, look, as in an idealistic world, DeFi should be accounting for a higher percentage. Now, what has been happening for almost 4 years, guys? DeFi's volume is ridiculously low, and most often than not, it accounts for only 5%, certain cases even 2% of the total cryptocurrency market volume. So 8.52% is definitely great, isn't it? And along with that, guys, if you look at the volume of stable coins, the volume has actually pumped up, but it is accounting for lesser percentage of the total cryptocurrency market volume. This, to be honest, guys, is definitely great, which just means that the world is using a lot of DeFi protocols, isn't it? So look, guys, when you talk about decentralization or decentralized finance, ideally these are the metrics you should be looking at. Now look, guys, these numbers are definitely not great. Truth be told, guys, I'd really like to see these numbers of DeFi at least 5 times of what it is, but in comparison to the last 4 years, This is definitely much better, isn't it? Now, so far as the total value locked is concerned, it is at $149 billion. Now, look, guys, keep an eye on what is going on regarding the total value locked. Once the trading actually goes live, I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if the total value locked bumps up by at least 20%. Let's see if that thing happens or not. Now, so far as the dominance is concerned, guys, Lido is still dominating with $34.06 billion. Now, decentralized exchange dominance has bumped up, and today it is at 23.97%. Now, let me quickly run through the volume of decentralized exchanges, guys, because Uniswap is still leading the pack, and its volume is $1.59 billion. Radium is at number 2nd. Its volume is $1.29 billion. PancakeSwap, guys, is at number 3rd, and its volume is $721.21 million. Orca is at number 4th. Its volume is $480.20 million. And finally, Aerodrome, its volume is $245.36 million. Now, look, guys, what is great is that since the last 24 hours, the volume of stablecoins is marginally pumped up, but it is accounting for a lesser percentage of the 24-hour volume. Today, the volume is $69.27 billion, and as of today, guys, 23rd of July, stablecoins is accounting for only 73.64% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now, look, guys, the volumes are definitely great, which just means that people are still buying a lot of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, isn't it? But the DeFi volume has increased, and because of that, if you look at it from a percentage point of view, stablecoins is accounting for a lesser percentage. Me personally, guys, I'm definitely liking these numbers. It is definitely not the best, guys, but in comparison to the last 4 years, it is significantly better, isn't it? Now, out of the $69.27 billion, Tether USDT is accounting for $58.23 billion. Circle USDC, guys, is at $6.41 billion in FDUSD. It is accounting for $3.60 billion. Now, let me quickly run to the market cap, 24-hour trading volume and dominance between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, Bitcoin's dominance is still looking good. It is at 54.37%, whereas Ethereum is at 17.01%. Now, if you look at the market cap, guys, Bitcoin's market cap is at $1.33 trillion, whereas Ethereum's market cap, it is at $417 billion. Now, if you look at the 24-hour trading volume, guys, looks like a lot of trading is going on, particularly so far as Bitcoin is concerned. It is at $44.35 billion. Now, look, guys, because the volume of stablecoins is increased, it just means one thing, that people are going ahead and buying a lot of Bitcoin, isn't it? And they are not going ahead and selling it, because if you look at the prices of Bitcoin, that is definitely pumped up, and there is a very high possibility by the time you're listening to the episode, the price of Bitcoin may have crossed the $68,000 mark. Now, if you look at the volume of Ethereum, guys, it is at $19.68 billion. Now, look, guys, I wouldn't be surprised. Once the spot Ethereum trading goes live, these numbers will drastically be changing. So I do envision a lot of market shakeup, at least in the next 24 to 48 hours, maybe for the next 72 hours as well. Now, this week, guys, what I'm doing is, I'm looking at the top 5 decentralized apps that are working across different blockchain protocols. Yesterday, guys, we looked at all blockchain, isn't it? Today, what I want to do is, I want to look at the top 5 decentralized apps that are currently working only on Ethereum. Now, mind you, guys, the matrix that I'm looking at is the number of unique active wallets interacting or performing transactions with decentralized app smart contract over a period of time. Because what I want to do is, guys, I want to go ahead and check how many people are using the decentralized apps. And as I mentioned in the episode that are released on the 22nd of July, guys, you can go ahead and sort it based on the dollar value. And if you go ahead and sort it based on the dollar value, guys, the matrix looks completely different. Now, look, as so far as decentralized apps is concerned, I do feel a much better matrix to look at is the number of unique active wallets that are kind of doing transactions back and forth, isn't it? Because at a macro level, it would give us an indication of how many people are using the so-called decentralized apps. Let me know, guys, if you agree to my assessment, or should we be looking at the dollar value amount? Now, the number one decentralized app that is working on Ethereum blockchain is Uniswap version 3, and there are 34,100 unique active wallets that are interacting or performing transactions with the decentralized app smart contract for Uniswap. Now, these data, guys, via dapradar.com, and I'm hoping that these numbers are just for the 24-hour period. Now, the number second is 1inch Network, and there are 11,464 number of unique active wallets interacting or performing transactions with the decentralized app smart contract over a period of time. The third one, guys, is Uniswap version 3, and the wallet interaction is 10,330.
Surprisingly guys, MetaMask is at number 4th, but check this out guys, it is only 5,600, which just means guys, since the last 24 hours, all over the world, the transactions taking place at MetaMask is only 5,600. This is absolutely scary, isn't it? Ideally guys, this number should have been probably in hundreds and thousands, probably even millions. Let me know guys, what are your thoughts regarding this. The final one guys is Mastro at number 5th, and the wallet interactions is $4,530. Now look guys, I'm unclear at this point of time if the number that is showing up in dappradar.com is the actual transactions taking place, or these are just the smart contracts. Now it could be possible that these are just the smart contracts, and under these smart contracts there might be tens or even hundreds and thousands of transactions taking place. Let me know guys if you do have more information regarding this. But look guys, what I'd really recommend you to do is go to dappradar.com and just go through some of these numbers. Some of the numbers are absolutely dreadful as well, and I'll definitely go and touch base on that in the next coming days. Now guys, before we look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin, what I want to do is I just want to quickly run through the top 5 24-hour volume of meme coins. Because look guys, since the last few weeks, meme coins have definitely made quite a lot of news, both in a positive and in a negative ways in it. Now rather than going through the process guys, I want to go and touch base on the 24-hour volume, and it's no surprise guys that Dogecoin is leading the pack, and the 24-hour volume is $1.46 billion. Definitely a lot of transactions in Dogecoin, isn't it? Now Pepecoin guys is at number 2nd, and its volume is almost half of Dogecoin at $650 million. The third one guys is Floki, and the 24-hour volume is less than $500 million mark at $475 million. Dog with that guys is at number 4th, its volume is $414 million. And finally the number 5th is Cat in the Dog's World, and its volume is $323 million. Now look guys, these numbers might look less, but if you look at the meme coin volumes in general, it is absolutely humongous, isn't it? So look guys, what started off as a joke right now is becoming a multi-billion-dollar industry, isn't it? These are some scary at the same time powerful use cases of meme coin in my opinion. Now guys, let's look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin. Now as I mentioned earlier guys, there is a very high possibility that the prices of Bitcoin could actually touch the $68,000 mark, because right now it is at $67,406, and since the last 24 hours it is up by 0.54%, and since the last 7 days it is up by 6.10%. Ethereum guys is at $3,446. Now since the last 24 hours it is down by 0.41%, but since the last 7 days it is up by 1.86%. Binance BNB Coin guys is at $593, and since the last 24 hours it is down by 0.04%, but since the last 7 days it is up by 2.67%. Now look guys, the moment Ethereum spot trading goes live, I'm pretty much sure we'll see a drastic spike so far as the 24-hour volume of Ethereum is concerned. Now look guys, if you're a trader, you definitely need to keep an eye on when the trading actually kicks off. Now guys, let me go ahead and touch base on a massive partnership, and that is between MOCA Brands and Ton blockchain and MOCA Brands Mocaverse, that is MOCA Foundation. They are partnered with Ton Foundation, and they are executing a strategic partnership, and that will be MOCA Coin and Toncoin token swap. Now MOCA Brands Mocaverse guys, they are partnered with MOCA Foundation and Ton Foundation, and they want to create an identity and reputation based consumer network, and they executed a $20 million token swap between MOCA Coin and Toncoin, and they did that to go ahead and boost economic growth, and they want to incentivize user and developer adoption. Now this partnership guys aims to enhance interoperability and also user engagement to MOCA ID and Ton Society ID, and they are promoting seamless interaction within and between ecosystem. Now key initiative guys because of this partnership include integration of the Real Network Software Development Kit into the Ton blockchain, and they also have co-branded hackathons and also an accelerator to attract top developers. Now this partnership guys will also use joint airdrops to incentivize participation in Mocaverse. They will serve as an execution arm, leveraging a MOCA Brands ecosystem of over 450 companies to provide cultural and entertainment content to Ton ecosystem, which is integrated with Telegram's Messenger, which I believe at this point of time has close to 1 billion users, isn't it? Now look guys, this collaboration could be a game changer as they aim to build an identity and reputation system for consumer products, fostering user cross-pollination and also engagement across both ecosystem, and there will be a steering committee that will be established to drive partnership initiatives and also explore further collaboration opportunities. So it's going to be really interesting to see guys
what the future of this partnership is. Now, unfortunately, guys, I hate saying this, Animoca Brands, whenever they make partnership, I do not see any further development, and I'm talking about the partnership going back for almost 4 years. They definitely do make some noise, but eventually over a period of time, the news completely dies down. But I'm hoping I'm wrong in this case, guys. Now, guys, let me go and touch base on some interesting news regarding Tornado Cash. Now, look, guys, what happened roughly around 2 years ago. The developers of Tornado Cash, they were sanctioned, and the US Department of Justice, guys, they were actually alleging that Tornado Cash did knowingly facilitate illegal transaction. Now, at this point of time, guys, the developers are currently in jail. But what is a bit interesting to note, guys, is that in the first half of 2024 alone, over $1.9 billion was deposited into Ethereum mixer Tornado Cash. Now look, so far as the use case of Tornado Cash is concerned, people are not using it because they don't want to go out and take any risks in it. So this news is completely alarming, to be honest. Now it's really important to note, guys, that so far as deposits are concerned, it definitely saw a drastic decline to $65.1 million in July, and this is according to a report published by Flipside. Now what is really interesting to note, guys, is that Tornado Cash's total value locked has significantly grown, starting this year at under 160 Ethereum, and at this point of time, guys, it has increased to 168,600 Ethereum. Now the increase, coupled with asset value growth, means that the protocol's total value locked in US dollar has risen from $374.4 million to $572.8 million. Now, more information, guys, regarding this can be found out via defilama.com, but there is an interesting article which is published by Decrypt, and the details to that is in the show notes below. Now, guys, let's go and discuss some news regarding Kamala Harris, and there is a new meme coin called as Kamala Horris, and the Solana-based Kamala token, guys, it is definitely soared in prices. Now, unfortunately, Joe Biden-linked meme coin is toppled after the race withdrawal. Now, look, guys, the token that is Kamala Horris, the ticker symbol is Kama, that has surged over 78% since the last 24 hours, but it is still far below President Donald Trump's meme coin. Now, look, guys, this has only happened because Joe Biden has decided to drop down from the race, isn't it? Now, look, guys, there are some degenerates who definitely want to go out and profit from this news. Now, the official news is actually published via bitcoin.com, and it is in the show notes below. Now, guys, let's discuss some news regarding Elon Musk. And Elon Musk, guys, has recently changed his profile picture, and it does have laser eyes on his profile picture. Now, look, so far as laser eyes is concerned, it is a popular symbol among Bitcoin enthusiasts. Now, because of this news, guys, it has sparked speculation about his possible involvement with an event that is coming up in Nashville, Tennessee. That is the Bitcoin 2024 conference. Now, look, this is an absolutely massive event, and this event is being headed by President Donald Trump. And if you actually go to the list of speakers, guys, there are quite a lot of great speakers. You have Edward Snowden, you have Michael Saylor. Now, at the same time, you do have some legitimate speakers who are going to be talking about the benefits of using Bitcoin as well. Now, regarding this news, guys, Fox Business's journalist, that is Eleanor Turret, did actually note that Elon Musk did actually arrive in Tennessee on the 21st of July. Now, could this actually hint that he might be one of the speakers at the event? Most likely, yes. But look, as news such as this should definitely be not impacting the price of Bitcoin, isn't it? Because when you talk about Bitcoin, guys, it is much bigger than Elon Musk, and we talk about Bitcoin being sound money, isn't it? But look, guys, the cryptocurrency world is absolutely wild. Imagine, guys, Elon Musk changing his profile picture. That impacts the price of Bitcoin. That is absolutely wild and crazy, isn't it? According to me, guys, looks like that does not give indication of a sound money, isn't it? Now, look, guys, that thing being said, I'm definitely hoping he's one of the speakers at the Bitcoin 2024 conference in Nashville, because according to me and millions of others, he's definitely a genius, and regarding his political stance, I definitely do think he's making the right move. But let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding Elon Musk changing his profile picture and the impact it is having on the price of Bitcoin. Now, guys, let me go ahead and very briefly touch base on some news regarding New Delhi. And the Delhi police, guys, they have arrested 7 people for defrauding a man for $111,000, and he did that through a fake stock and crypto trading scheme. Now, what he did, guys, he actually created a fake bank account and persuaded the victims to transfer funds. Classic old school scam, isn't it? Now, the police, guys, they have frozen quite a lot of funds and also recovered quite a lot of funds as well. Now, look, guys, unfortunately, news such as this definitely does not put a great image in the cryptocurrency world, isn't it? So those were some macro level news, guys, from cryptocurrency and blockchain world. Now, let's look at 2 news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. And the United Arab Emirates and Seychelles, they have signed a memorandum of understanding, and they did sign it on the 19th of June 2024
in the Emirate of Abu Dhabi, and they want to promote the use of local currencies, interlinked payments and messaging system. So let me go ahead and give out more information regarding this, guys, because Khalid Mohammed Balama, the governor of the Central Bank of UAE, and Caroline Nabil, the governor of the Central Bank of Seychelles, signed the Memorandum of Understanding, and this Memorandum of Understanding, guys, aims to enhance the use of local currencies in cross-border financial and commercial transactions. Now, the first MOU, guys, focuses on promoting local currencies in bilateral commercial transactions, and it aims to develop the exchange market between UAE and Seychelles, and the Memorandum of Understanding facilitates bilateral trade and direct investment. Now look, guys, there is a very high possibility that there might be some kind of CBDC involved in this as well, isn't it? Now regarding this news, guys, it also addresses remittance settlement and financial market development, and commercial transactions will be settled in UAE dirham, and also the currency in Seychelles, that is Seychelles rupee, and this will be done after both countries follow each other's country's laws. Now the second MOU, guys, aims to consolidate cooperation on instant payment platforms and also messaging system, and it includes linking the UAE's instant payment platform called as IPP with a similar platform in the other region. And also, guys, the MOU facilitates mutual acceptance of local cards and processing the transactions. It also explores linking messaging systems between the two countries. Now look, guys, before this partnership, were they doing transactions in the US dollar? Most likely yes, isn't it? Now could it be possible because Saudi Arabia did not renew the petrodollar? We are seeing such more news and many such more news in the near future. I really am not sure, guys. If you're an expert in the petrodollar, mention them in the comments below. Now regarding this news, guys, cooperation in fintech and central bank digital currencies is also part of the agreement, and Khalid Mohammed Balama, the governor of the Central Bank of UAE, emphasized the MOU's role in enhancing UAE's economic and commercial partnership globally. And the use of local currencies, guys, is expected to reduce costs and save times in transactions, and this agreement aims to develop the foreign exchange market in both countries. And Caroline Nabil, the governor of the Central Bank of Seychelles, highlighted the importance of an efficient financial system for small island economies like Seychelles. Now the Memorandum of Understanding, guys, aligns with the country's efforts to modernize its national payment system and also support the government's digital economy agenda. Now look, guys, this is definitely positive news, both for the United Arab Emirates and also for Seychelles, but I'm really curious to find out, guys, prior to this, what is the currency they were using. I just have this feeling, guys, that they might be using the US dollar. Now I'm pretty much sure, guys, over the next coming months and years, we will be seeing such similar news. Now look, guys, I hate saying this, because of this, the value of US dollar will be going down, isn't it? And how will the US government react to this? I really am not sure. Let's see what the future to that is. Now, guys, let's go ahead and discuss the second news, and this is to do with Boba Network and Brink, and they have launched Boba Liftoff Accelerator, and they want to boost Web3 startup, and they have a grant of over $1 million. Now look, guys, if you're a startup, you definitely need to go ahead and check it out. Now the program, guys, is completely virtual and open to global Web3 startups, and founders can migrate the projects to Boba Network, which is a multi-chain layer 2 scaling solution. Now Boba Network, guys, they offer affordable building cost, lower transaction fees, and also enhanced computational power. Now this program, guys, partners with industry leaders such as Animoca Brands, Bixen Ventures, and even Cointelegraph, and the accelerator, guys, has a network of 100 Web3 mentors, and there are top investors from the MENA region, that is Middle East and North Africa, North America, and even Southwest Asia involved as well. And the program, guys, focuses on scaling real-world assets, that is RWA, artificial intelligence, DeFi and gaming projects as well, and successful applicants will receive milestone-based grants and comprehensive technical support, and participants, guys, can gain lifetime access to the network and ongoing support. And the program includes extensive promotion across Boba and Brink's global communities, so definitely positive news, isn't it? Now so far as this accelerator is concerned, it lasts for 10 weeks and supports rapid growth scaling on Boba Network, and the program, guys, features 2 workshops for a week and also engineering support from Boba Network, and there will be weekly mentor sessions as well as investor connections will be provided. Now Alan Shu, guys, who's the CEO of NEA Labs, has emphasized the program's potential to solve real-world asset problem, and Yassi Dabudo, the managing partner of Brink, has highlighted the investment's impact on Web3 and device tech innovation. Now more information regarding this, guys, is in the show notes below, and if you're a startup, you definitely need to go ahead and check it out. So these were the news, guys, on cryptocurrency, blockchain, and artificial intelligence world from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. And also guys, please feel free to go and check out my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com. It is packed with loads of information in the world of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, metaverse, central bank digital currencies, and even artificial intelligence. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, metaverse. I have a question by Roshan who asks, with the current fear and greed index showing greed, do you think the market will continue to rise, or are we due for a correction? Now look Roshan, so far as the past predictions are concerned, definitely not financial advice, because look, all past predictions are 100% right, 50% of the time, isn't it? The last few months, the fear and greed index was fear as well as extreme fear, and that is because of Germans going ahead and dumping a lot of the Bitcoin. And also we found out news early in the month of July that Mt. Gox, they started the restructuring plan, isn't it? Now thankfully the fear and greed index now has shifted to 66, which kind of indicates a greed sentiment. Now Roshan, this typically suggests that the market is currently experiencing positive momentum and investor optimism. However, it is essential to consider quite a lot of things such as market sentiment, external factors, technical indicators, as well as historical trends. Now right now there's a lot of chaos going on so far as politics is concerned, isn't it? And we saw what happened, how the market reacted when President Donald Trump's assassination attempt was a failure, and because President Donald Trump reacted positively, looks like the prices of Bitcoin reacted positively as well. Now that's not to say that there might be something catastrophic so far as US election is concerned, and that could negatively impact the market sentiment as well. Now look, regarding market sentiment, Roshan, while the greed sentiment can drive prices higher in the short term, it could also lead to overvaluation, and that leads to increased volatility, isn't it? Now historically, market trends do tend to correct themselves when investor sentiment becomes more optimistic. And so far as external factors is concerned, apart from US election, what if we find out some other war? Because we know what is going on, unfortunately, in Bangladesh right now, isn't it? Absolutely sad and catastrophic. Imagine that thing escalates. I'm pretty much sure those news which are not directly connected to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, unfortunately those news will directly impact the prices as well. The macroeconomic events, regulatory changes, and geopolitical developments can significantly impact market dynamics. Now in today's episode we talked about United Arab Emirates and Seychelles. They signed memorandum of understanding. Now apart from that, Roshan, if you look at technical indicators, analyzing technical indicators such as moving averages, relative strength index, that is RSI, and also trading volumes can provide insights into potential market movements, and if indicators show signs of overbought conditions, a correction might be imminent. Now apart from that, even if you look at historical trends, Roshan, reviewing past market cycles can offer perspective. Typically periods of high, that is greeds, are followed by corrections as profit taking occurs and market sentiments balances out. So whenever we see greed, it is probably the best time to go ahead and sell a lot of your Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, isn't it? So overall, Roshan, look, what I have to say is that while market may continue to rise in short term, which is primarily driven by positive sentiment and ongoing developments, it is extremely prudent to remain cautious and be prepared for potential corrections. Now this is not financial advice, Roshan, but diversifying market investment and keeping an eye on broader market trends can definitely help manage those risks effectively. That is my honest opinion, but definitely an interesting question. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything season Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. And remember guys, Monday to Thursdays, 8 am to 8:30 am we have Crypto with Coffee at 8, where we cover top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well, news that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other two news and information is related to Dubai, UAE and the Middle East, from the cryptocurrency, blockchain and artificial intelligence world. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, now artificial intelligence as well. So thanks so much for listening guys, and have a nice one. Bye bye.